Welcome to Socialized. We started last week talking about how people wanted to legalize assault, and this week our word is pedophilia. Now, thankfully, no one actually wants that legalized. Okay, again, almost no one. Maybe you've seen this man before. This is Milo Yiannopoulos. He is a conservative gay man who hates lesbians, has encouraged calling black people apes, and believes transgendered people are abominations. He's not exactly what you would call typical. Milo is a troll above all, though. His opinions mean nothing to him past the point where they get him a lot of attention. That's why Milo goes to college campuses and insults audiences. It's why he personally attacks the mentally ill and calls Donald Trump daddy. See, that's grabby. Recently, a protest around his appearance at UC Berkeley turned violent, though. Things got burned, people got hurt, and his speech was canceled. Now, only one of those things is good, let's be clear. But this was all very concerning to Martin Daniel, who's a state representative from, would you believe it, Knoxville. That's right, he represents us. Daniel was concerned about the free speech rights of Milo and other racists and horrible people like him. Thus, Representative Daniel introduced a bill that would attempt to implement oversight of administrators' handlings of free speech issues. He literally called it the Milo Bill. Now, granted, he does seem committed since he once said that ISIS should be able to apply for permits to recruit on Ped Walkway. Wait a minute, hold on, Martin Daniel? Sorry, I seem to remember Martin Daniel voting to defund the Office of Diversity and Inclusion over a list of gender-neutral pronouns and some guidance on different holidays. I seem to remember Martin Daniel wanting to rid all of student programming so that he didn't have to wrap his head around Sex Week actually happening. So let's lay this out here. Martin Daniel thinks comprehensive sex education is more objectionable than the teachings of ISIS. See, after all, he advocated for ISIS's rights, saying that so long as it doesn't disrupt the proceedings on that campus, it's just part of being exposed to differing viewpoints. Well, you see, Martin actually must be used to being exposed to differing viewpoints every day, given how good he has gotten at talking at both sides of his mouth. Let me say this, though. It's not clear that this bill actually does anything. Honestly, it seems to be more of a statement, and I cannot find a single explanation of what the bill would actually do if it was passed. It just seems to be another stunt bill, but more toothless than what we covered last week. It's just glorified PR, and I'm a PR major. And speaking of PR, this bill has not exactly been the best. See, this violent protest at Berkeley shot Milo into the spotlight faster than Alvin Kamara at the NFL Combine. It was also apparently faster than any reasonable background check of a man with a history of racist, homophobic, and transphobic statements. But those were fine. See, people didn't care about those. But you tell one story advocating for pedophilia and everybody loses their minds. Yeah, that's right. Milo got caught on camera basically advocating for pedophilia.
You are advocating for cross-generational relationships here. Can we be honest about that?
Yeah, I don't mind admitting that.
His brief mainstream fame burned out like a candle in Alaska, or the fame of Jalen Hurd. Now, Daniel has said, ironically, that he's renaming the bill. After all, as long as Milo's pedophilic advocacy isn't disrupting the proceedings on campus, then isn't it just part of being exposed to differing viewpoints? Now, this is how your legislature, a governing body of historic import, spends their time. See, when you feel safe electorally, you feel bored occupationally. Now, a closing word on free speech. Free speech is exactly what it sounds like. It is the right to say what you want. It is not the right to have your opinion heard, and it is not the right to have your opinion accepted. It is not even the right to have your opinion tolerated. It is the right to say what you want and not be prosecuted for what you say. That is it. Anything beyond that is not free speech. It's just thought policing. So in 2 weeks, we'll dig into thought policing and how the foundation of an intellectual diversity office on campus by our wonderful friends would be just that. Thank you for watching.